to run. Time holds in stone, in soil, sand. Kept transient, fitful, glancing, light passing, solid figures us, nominates a clause we contract to continue, expand. Where live there are more, where live there where live are more, amore, 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 amor, an hour, fitful, wrapped, kept transient, a clause we spell it. These days the sun does not come out. These days are gone, these days of yore. Reaching crookedly at soon, leaving early. A day waiting. It surprised her what had been written. The Dionysians of time, path like that, they said this would be a good title. Some said something else, the arbitrary nature of the ordinary. Turn it over, path nothing, you see? Surprised her. In this way, each day could be seen to fragment. Itself miscellaneous. Phonic locutions of a monologic episode. Your play, she said, is, if I may say so, she said, episodic. Wow, imagine that. Time passed before my eyes. I had ears. Before my ears, blood beat. We are carried. So many wrapped environs, immaculate. Presence of doubt. Leaving early. A day. Waiting, it surprised her. This is it. Is it worth it? The past imperfect, the future perfect, the present continuous, the past simple, the future continuous, conditional to the present simple, the past therefore perfect. I could go on endlessly, except it would probably bore you needlessly. Yes, I'm sure you would find it boring were I to keep on trying to extemporize on the same point, lest you forget it would prove useful to maintain the ability to distinguish such structures if you were to come across them in your reading. This is a phenomenon of the industry.
Look at the eat, sugar, eat a park, eat a pond, eat a pond, wrong to eat a pond, aski, to mark, lack to eat a pond to eat, shumak, look at the E, look at the A, look at the E, look at the E, the pond, eat rat on the on, wrong to eat around the uka, on, look at the E, vask to E, look at the E, ask, eat the I aska I de fa akta I de va kolomata I de va I rakta is commander holla ka I lumarka I te akapasta I kalomandi no randi I de van de U no va runda ala ka I vaska de baraska de man ni mat ka man ni mat ka no mat ka I baraska de baraska ra lakta mati I ka ska Oscar. Tick-tock, boom, 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 boom. Boom! I det lukter I ist, I det vant I lagt, det vant. Det ist, det varste I ha, det var, G, dum, D, re, S, D, Satz so hart. So oske I, raske I det vant. Sick at it. Und der Evanste. UI, rot, IAY, IU, JTI, TTT, JR, UUT, HI, KOY, AHS, HUR, UUT, JG, UI, OKH, JY, UI, UTY, Why are you?
Africans are over 70% literate and have large families. an average of 5 children. The idea that these people will be contributors to our economy is preposterous.
She asks if the men will come again, with their weapons and guns. A long-necked lute. He plays a quavering tune. Melancholy music fills the room and he starts to sing. Leans back. A smile, a small act of defiance.
Don't worry, 100% of the migrants are highly skilled professionals, don't you know?
The smugglers gave us syrup for the children so they would be quiet. In a garden shed insulated with foil. My 7-year-old son is among them. You have to assimilate, learn the language, go move into a neighborhood with only other Syrians, get to know your neighbors and become a part of society. Certainly, don't set yourselves apart by the way 12 of us in the hatchback sedan and furniture delivery man. It was a very little pay, around $50 per day. The Irish were Catholic and drunks, the Italians were all thieves, the Swedish were dumb, the Germans were beard-looking luscious, who during World War I and II were under suspicion of being engaged in spying and sabotage. The Japanese were the fifth column. The Chinese were good enough to break their backs building railroads, but not to stay. The Mexicans are fine for picking crops, but they're just here for the welfare. The story goes, my daughters would pick me up and carry me forward like Fort Hood, Boston and San Bernardino, as royal police bringing them here. Living on the brink of starvation in a civil war and no reason for asylum anyway. At least 5 in-person interviews with each and countless phone conversations on defense to brave American welfare was another good reason to be a refugee. These stories had to be consistent with interviews given by other people who knew a caseworker about an Italian immigrant family which said, not assimilated, still eating spaghetti. We lived on the hope. Feel free to be a refugee. Don't assume you have the right to be in the US or a Western European country. We have our own to take care of.